So, okay, my name is Sandra. Probably I'm the only non-native speaking here. I'm from Germany, and I help female business owner to automate their online business. Like to, I'm a ruler, but I'm also a maverick and romantic, and romantic is also very strong. So I like to make it as easy as possible while I'm still working a lot, I think. I don't know. So that's what I'm doing. And I've just founded this business 16 months ago. I was an insurance broker before. And then I wanted to sell my knowledge online. And then, so I helped everybody with the technique and with all the tools and all the stuff. And so, and then they told me, hey, Sandra, okay, you're always helping us. You're never talking about your insurance business. Why don't you want to be like, I don't know how to call it, let's say tech queen, I don't know. That's how they call me. So I really, from scratch, I started from zero, and I built this up in 60 months. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. And yeah, as I said, I'm ruler, maverick, romantic, just like you, Denise. And yeah, that's it.
So the first question that I have for you, and Sandra, we're going to start with you on this one and go around, is when you took the SMA quiz, were you surprised by your results, or did you think, yep, that's just me, that's just me?
That's just me. It made so much sense. I mean, ruler, maverick, romantic are quite close. So sometimes I thought I'm rather a ruler because I'm romantic because I like to, I don't know, I like luxury a lot, and I like to, I don't know how to, like to, I always think I earned this. Yeah. So it's, I deserve it. I deserve it. That's it. I deserve it. So that's what I think a lot. But then when I read the ruler one, it was so clear. That's, yeah, that's totally me. It's like I'm always thinking, okay, I could make this as a business maybe, or this as a business maybe. And if other people tell me like their ideas, I say, okay, so we're gonna do this, and you can make a business out of this. So it's like all the time I'm thinking a lot of how to make money out of everything. So yeah.
I want to go back in time a little bit, and Charlotte, we're going to start with you. Think about you as a little ruler. Did it come out? Was it suppressed? Were you called bossy as a kid? Where did that come up? And, you know, did people say things to you about your rulerness as a kid?
Okay, cool. When I first heard the question, I thought, okay, no, I can't remember anything. But now there's a lot. And I can remember that I was quite good at school, and I see things and I understand. So I don't need to learn a lot. I see it and I understand it. And at school, it was the same. So I sometimes wasn't that respectful towards my teachers, because I told them what I thought, because I wasn't afraid. I knew I had good grades. I could tell them. And I think that's bossy, probably, because I thought, no, only because you're the teacher and I'm the student, you don't have to tell me what, I mean, we're the same, we're equal. That's what I thought. Okay. And that's one thing. And I was also head girl of our school, and I have no fear. So I don't think, I just do the things like solution thinking, what I don't know. So I think that's something. But then I didn't get re-elected. No, how do you say? Yeah, something, because I think I was too bossy and not not nurturing enough. I don't know, probably. And then there's something, I was 19. I went to Perth actually for 3 months. And then I don't know what we actually did, but then somebody said to me, okay, you're German, so you're so good at organizing, because obviously I was organizing something. And yeah, that's the memories which came up now that I've heard all your memories. Yeah, interesting.
When you guys were kids, did you like the movies about business? Because I remember like the 80s movie Big Business with Bette Midler, or 9 to 5, or She Devil, you know, movies where women would start a business or they would move to the big city. And it was always so energizing for me because I lived in a small town, you know, and I really resonated with that. Whereas probably a lot of my friends were watching, you know, dreaming about getting married and watching those movies. I was like, oh my God, I want to be, you know, Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, where Christina Applegate, you know, put on a suit and pretend, you know, blagged her way into a corporate job at the age of 16. I was just like, oh, that's me. So I didn't ask the other archetypes this question, but I think it's really key for you guys. We talked about you as a little baby boss. Tell me about your corporate life or your jobs, because I think we can blag our way. I think we're really good at interviews. But where does that break down in a corporate setting or working for someone else where, you know, were you told, you know, you're too big for your boots here? I was told you just don't like following rules. And, you know, I found all the, you know, stuff around, let's all sign this card for Janet's birthday. I was like, oh, it can be fucked. And so there was just felt like a lot of busy work, and I just did not succeed in corporate life at all. It did not suit me.
And please, no small talk. So I've never been employed either. And I work at my home office all the time. And I love it so much because I think it's such a waste of time to go to an office, to drive there, to work there, to talk to other people. I don't know why. And as you just said, Jess, my husband, he's in corporate business as well. And they've got a project and it takes so much time. And I think, oh God, I don't know, I can't stand it. And so I'm just like you. And I always, I mean, I think I would be a bad employee as well. So because probably I'm too bossy. And but as I said before, I was an insurance broker, and but that didn't. I wanted to be self-employed all the time because my grandmother was self-employed. She owned a school, a private school. And my father was self-employed too. So I always wanted to be self-employed. And then this insurance business came up and I thought, okay, well, let's do it because I can be self-employed. But then I didn't like it anymore. So and they were laughing at me because I was like, I started I had a website. I started to do online marketing and social media marketing. I wanted to have like a nice email address, not, I don't know, like my name in an email address. And they were all making fun of me because I wanted to have all these things because they said, hey, Sandra, why don't you do your job? Why do you waste time doing all this stuff? But now what I'm doing now is just the perfect fit for me because I mean, that's what I teach now. I love the technical stuff and they were making fun of me. So I wasn't employed, but still I had a business which didn't fit me and which didn't, I think, yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's some ruler inside the insurance business as well, but in total, it didn't fit me because you have to talk a lot. And also the most important point when I was working as an insurance broker, I was working upfront, I don't know, and if they finally signed, I got the money. But if they didn't sign or if something came up, like they were ill and they couldn't do the private health insurance, then I didn't get any money. And now they pay me in front and then I start to work, and it's such a different thing. Yeah. So no corporate experiences, but experience from another business which didn't fit me. And I think probably because I am like I am. Yeah.
So I want to talk, I want to hear about sabotages, and I've just got this question here for you. And I think we're starting with Jess for this one, is how is your ruler stuff showing up and sabotaging in your business? Because we know that this is a good thing. We know it's great. But if you're not aware of it, or if you let some of those things sabotage, or I think the question is, are we actually fine? And it's our other archetypes that are sabotaging us? That's the question. Because, yeah. You know, and a couple of examples, if you don't have it, and I'm sure you'll get them anyway, of like you know, do you outgrow things too quickly? Are you committing to things too much? Are you trying to work with the wrong clients and railroading them? You know, are you not pricing enough? Is it, you know, is your business you can do this before SMA if you want. Did you realize your business model didn't work for your personality? So I would love to hear, like, how is this ruler stuff showing up, or is it your other archetypes that are actually ruining it all in the perfect business?
I've noticed that it's quite hard for me to focus on one product, and it's so hard to launch because, I mean, it's so hard for me to talk, I don't know, 3 weeks, 4 weeks about just one thing, because I thought, okay, you've seen your offer, you can book there, and now just move on. Let's do the next thing. And that's so hard because I'm launching at the moment and it's 2 weeks time. And I'm just like, okay, I want to stop now and do the next thing and do the next thing. And so that's quite hard for me. I think that's a sabotage. The doing things the hard way, I think I don't have this so much because of my romantic side. So that's not very strong with me. So I like to do it the easy way. That's very strong. But this, the focusing and like you said, patience is a strategy, not a virtue. It's maybe that's a good one for me because I'm impatient because I'm quick. I'm a quick decision maker. So I think, okay, so you've seen it. Why don't you just go ahead and we can move on? We don't have to talk about this anymore because I mean I've shown you everything. And that's probably one thing which is hard. And but I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to focus on one and not to step aside and post something else and do this and that. And when I started the business, I also did, somebody said before, like, I can do a lot. I can help a lot with a lot of technical stuff. So I did everything. And then I noticed, okay, that's not what I want to do. And I'm not a done for you girl either. It doesn't work out for me at all. I'm sitting here and I don't want to do the work. If I can teach you, I mean, we can do live coaching. I can show you everything. I can teach you everything. That's fine. But sitting at home and doing the stuff for other people doesn't fulfill me anymore. So that's maybe something, what I've learned and what I didn't know in the beginning, but now I know. So I'm trying not to sabotage me anymore.
Here's the problem with this call already is I'm like, I think I need to start a new Instagram account just for the archetypes. I was like, oh, I need a new home for that. And I've been so disciplined, you know, for a long time in like All Roads Lead to Bootcamp. And I think sometimes there is that part of me. I'm so excited about doing the money archetypes because there's so many possibilities, you know, and it's so fun, but it's also part of that sabotage for me of going, oh, I'm not going to just do one, I'll do 8. Or like with my book series. So I've just done the Money Mindset for Natural Health Practitioners book. The writer's one is at the edit. So of course I'm not writing one book. I'm writing a series of books like the 4 Dummies guides. And then each one takes so much longer than I think because I'm like, oh, I'll just like copy and paste and change it. But of course I don't. So instead of being a 20,000 word book, they're like 70,000. They're a proper book size now. And then I realized recently, I was like, oh, I don't have to write a book for everyone straight away. I can start with a blog post. Oh, okay. And then whichever one becomes, you know, more exciting to people, then I'll write the book about it. So it's almost like we need a moment to realize we're allowed to have discernment. And, you know, it's so hard to pull back exactly, Jess, because we take the action. So as soon as I came up with this idea of like, okay, now I've got the editor, now I've got the person, now I've got the co-writer. Now I'm looking for, okay, for the dance teachers one, who already has dance teachers? Maybe I can co-write books with them. How can I do? And then, so what I realized is that we're an empire of empires. So each one of our empires would be more than a full-time business for somebody else. You know, if someone was a speaker, that's a full-time business for someone. If someone's a coach, that's a full-time business for someone. And so now I'm like, well, I'm going to be a publishing house and I'm going to be this and I'm going to be this. And it can be a little bit exhausting. So that's how it sometimes, it can burn me out a little bit. And I can forget about the discernment piece and go, hang on, wait. Actually, it would be really smart to start with the blog post. It might actually get me the same result than having to spend, a couple of months writing the book. The first one took like 18 months because it was over COVID. The second one took, it's probably going to take 5 months. I want to get it down to like a month process, because I'm like, let's churn them out, guys. The other thing that I realized too is we haven't, spoken about is the gender stuff, the devil wears Prada. How dare a woman be such of a boss and so transactional with her employees, that there's a whole movie made out of it, when that's just commonplace behavior for men who are praised for that. And there's 2 quotes from that are so funny. When she says, by all means, move at a glacial pace. You know how that thrills me. And I'm like that sometimes when I see, I ask for something maybe from Mark, who is a ruler too, and I can see the wheels churning and I'm like, come on, get me the answer right now. And then when she says, bore someone else with the details of your incompetence, it's like, I can't deal with the incompetence. And it's so unsexy. Incompetence is so, so, so unsexy. So I realize we don't have much time left. I would love to hear and we can go on for a little bit longer if you want, but I want to respect that time, and I think we're starting with Sandra this time. Is that right? Yep. Just a final thought, what would you say to rulers who are thinking about joining SMA?
Okay, for me, it opened up so many things, and it made, I always felt like I'm strange, I'm different, from everybody else. And so when I came into this group and when I read all the articles about the ruler, I thought, okay, that's me, and others are like me, so it's okay to be like this. That was quite good. So that's in overall was, it doesn't depend on if you're a ruler or not, but that was quite eye-opening, I'd say. And it helps so much to reflect yourself, and then also to choose the right business for you. Like, as I said, done for you didn't work out. So I'm doing coaching now. That's quite a thing, I think. And also what you do, like the marketing part. So for me, it's hard to talk to others because I'm like, as I said, I'm quick. So I tell you, okay, that's the offer. Take it or leave it, and then we can move on. But I know other people, they need more information. They need okay, we're gonna love each other and whatever, like doing this. and you've got this I don't know, it was a part where you said, okay, if you want to advertise or market to a nursery, then you have to do it like this. And if you want to market to a maverick, do it like this. And this helped me a lot because as a ruler, I'm like, as I said, quick, easy decision making and everything. So I don't see the problems of others maybe. And this helped me a lot to get to know the other archetypes as well, especially from the marketing point of view. Yeah.
So are you a ruler, a connector, or a maverick? Hang on, maybe you're more of a romantic or a celebrity. Take the money personality quiz right now and find out which of the 8 money archetypes you are. And then I'm going to teach you how to profit from your strengths and make money in your business based on your natural personality. Click below and find out more.